The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. He did his very best to make the billows smooth and bright. And this was odd because it was the middle of the night. Welcome back to Astor Radio, fine listener. At this most important hour. If you're new to the show, my name is Not Relevant. The station has issued a few announcements in regards to last week's program. So, let's get those out of the way. To the families of those listeners who made last week's bundt cake recipe, Astor Radio is happy to cover the cost of the funeral. Simply give your details to one of our many staff, slowly circling around you. In news, many nations have shut their borders in order to contain this new epidemic spreading like wildfire. But do not worry, listeners. A little Spanish flu won't keep us down, especially considering many of our staff are in fact completely hollow and so have no respiratory system. Remember, if you see an Astor Radio staff member, do not approach them. They are not your friend, even if they are wearing your friend's skin. Now, we've had a few letters from fans of the show, and that's just wonderful. So let's read a few. Mark from Somerset says, I was listening to a police scanner when suddenly the frequency was interrupted by your program. Since then, I cannot see my reflection. Please, help me. Well, that's just swell, Mark. We'll pass on your well wishes to the rest of our staff. Jane from Birchwood asks, why can I hear you when I close my eyes? Why are you always in the back of my head? How did I send this letter to you? Well, Jane, if you're having trouble with your radio, please send it back to the manufacturer and we will replace it as soon as you turn all the mirrors in your house upside down. Canna from McKay asks, ever since I found your station, I have become obsessed. I tried Googling information about you, but my computer simply opened a Word document and started typing out the simple meat in Japanese. Who are you? Well, Canna, we're your friends. This next letter is unsigned, but we know it comes from Lamia. She writes, ever since my husband listened to your station, he hasn't been acting right. And when I went to feel his arm, I swear I could feel something moving beneath the skin. What is happening? Now, Miss Lamia, let's not be hysterical. I'm sure whatever has infested your husband has a lovely personality, if you just get to know them. Miss White asks, asks. My neighbor blinks one eye at a time. How do I politely tell them to stop that? Well, don't you worry, Miss White. Seeing as you're one of our premium members, we will take away your ability to perceive your neighbor, so this will not be an issue. Of course, in their place, you will see exactly how you die. And let me tell you, it's hilarious. I'm sure you'll have as big a laugh as we all did. This next one is from Brian Maxwell from the Lighthouse, who asks, what is normal? I don't know anymore, Mr. Maxwell. I can't say that I know. This next note was found at the bottom of a river, so the name is a bit too smudged to read. But let's try and solve it anyway, just in case they're listening. There's a man outside my window holding a knife. He looks exactly like me. I am confused. Oh dear. What you appear to have there is a fetch. Well, not to worry. I'm sure it will be quick. Or should I say, was quick. Oh, would you look at the time? My producers have just informed me that the show has outstayed its welcome. They told me by staring at me intently and slowly raising a finger to their lips. I almost find it bizarre that the producers have the same face as I. But then I remember. So, have a wonderful evening. Please, get some rest. And try to ignore the breathing down your neck. Night-night. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there.